Life can certainly sometimes be a bit of a puzzle, and in my case, the puzzle that is silver has changed my life fundamentally for the better, and I love it. So, in today's video, I'll talk a little bit about how silver has changed my life, how it's inspired me, and how I think it can change other people's lives around the world, and also talk about how we're giving this bar away. So here we go, 60K and a big old thank you. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a very warm welcome to you all joining me for another Precious Metal Ramble. Now last week we hit 60,000 subscribers here on the Backyard Bullion channel, which is mind-boggling. 60,000 is a pretty big number, but onwards we march to that mythical 100,000 here on YouTube. But along the way, I have liked to do these subscriber giveaways, and whilst this video isn't necessarily the opening of that giveaway, we'll be doing one in the near future showing all the prizes, because we're expecting a care package from none other than the Germania Mint, who are very generously gifting some bits for me to give away in our 60K subscriber giveaway. So that will happen at some point, but in today's video I just wanted to say thank you because it just happened this week, and also share some of my sort of story of how silver's changed my life, how doing YouTube has changed me and changed my outlook on the world in a very positive way, and basically to say thank you to everybody as well, because I am a completely different person. My life has taken a completely different trajectory since I started buying silver, and I think that's a really inspirational thing to share with people. And I hope that you'll enjoy the little story as we go. So please do feel free to comment down below with your thoughts of how silver has changed your outlook on the world. And if you are not subscribed already, then make sure you join the burgeoning 60,000 other people. And if you want to get a notification when that giveaway video goes, then you just hit the alarm bell. It's that simple. Now, silver changed my life. And it really did change my life. About 9-10 years ago, when was it? Early 2015, I think it was December 2014. I remember it was a Christmas break. We were up in Scotland in the middle of nowhere in a cottage, and I was bored, and just in the evening, not really knowing what to do, reading online, and I saw an article about how silver was at historic lows. And I remember turning to Mrs. Backyard Bullion after doing a bit of a deep dive on the subject, saying, "I want to buy some silver." And I got a bit of a raised eyebrow from her, to be honest. But she was game for me to have a go, and the rest is kind of history. Well, actually, it's interesting because it wasn't. We bought some in early 2015, and then I didn't really do very much with it for the first year. It was only in 2016 that I then fell even further down the rabbit hole that is YouTube, and I got inspired to make my own content. So I think that was interesting. But it did start the little kind of addictive bug within me. I feel like I have quite an addictive personality at the best of times, and getting some of this stuff, physically holding it, seeing it, feeling the weight, the density of it, it really inspired me. And that's, I think, a really important story to tell. Now, the whole YouTube thing and the whole sort of running a business thing kind of came out of complete chance, and that has been something that has really changed me as a person over the last sort of, well, I think we've been doing it now since, what was it, July 2016, so what's that, nearly 8 years now of making content here on this platform. And my outlook on the world has evolved with the silver that I've been buying, with the types, and gold, to be honest, and even getting into gold in the first place has completely changed how I am as an investor, my outlook on the world, and I think only in a good way. There are some incredible and inspiring people within this community that certainly I got inspired by to create content in the first place. And it's just really humbling to see those big names still there, doing really well, and people that I respect with my whole sort of heart, really. And I'm very lucky to be a part of that. It has changed me though, and I look back at, for example, some of the first videos that I've made, and if you want to giggle, go and laugh at me of how I sound, how I talk. I suppose in a way it's interesting being a content creator, because you develop a character that you play, and there is most certainly a sort of character of Backyard Bullion, the sort of rambling Brit that buys silver and tends to moan about a lot of things. It's nice to do a bit of an inspirational video for a change, talking about a really nice part of my past and history. But it is, I think, really quite fun and interesting to see how individually I have evolved from a sort of personal perspective. And there is no doubting that I am very different to how I was at the beginning. So that's just simply down to the incredible nature of silver. Now, this is the tricky bit of the Tetris puzzle here when we get to the end, and there's only a few different ways this comes together, and I don't feel like we're going to make it, but we'll just have to see. Yeah, we're just going to have to shuffle them around. So I think that's a bit of a moral for life, isn't it? Sometimes you do just have to shuffle the pieces around until things fit better for what is right for you. And I know from my perspective as there we go, got it. Hey, that went well. I know from my perspective as a content creator, as a person who enjoys silver, that it is really important to remember where you came from and how things have evolved, because it will be the only real metric and barometer that you've got about how things will impact you going forwards into the future. And I look at how my outlook's changed on, for example, collecting. I have a whole eclectic range of coins within my collection. Some that I may have a few regrets on buying, like the Monarchs coins that were recently cancelled by the Royal Mint. Interestingly, we've got some auctions up for some of these coins over on eBay. I'll put some links in the description. Whatever they go for, they go for. I'm going to be doing a little video series on my process of selling them over the course of the next few weeks. But my point on that is that my tastes have evolved, my reasons for stacking have evolved, and the kinds of things that I have within my collection evolve over time as well. And that's just down to what influences you. And this whole world of influencing is where we sort of bring the story round in full circle. So for those that perhaps don't know, if you're relatively new to the channel, I've been doing backyard bullioning. So it's weird, isn't it? Because that's sort of my character, my brand, my business, everything that we do here on the channel. I've been doing that as a living since pretty much summer 2017. I kind of started winding down. I was self-employed at the time in early 2017, having left the kind of corporate management-y world that I used to be in without being too specific about what my job used to be. I was in a kind of corporate-y, management-y style positions, and I didn't really like it. It was not particularly nice. There were some pretty not very nice people in that industry that I was in, and it put the blinkers on me of, not wanting to be part of it anymore. And so I was self-employed, and then I wound down some of my operations in early 2017, and then by summer 2017, that was it. I was done. I was out of that industry completely and doing this full time. And I have never had regrets of doing that. Financially, there is, of course, a lot more money in doing things for somebody else and in the world that I was in, but it wasn't about money. There's the old adage, isn't there, where if you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. If you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life. And for me to be able to do something that actually fills me with passion, that gets me up in the morning, to inspire me to get out of bed and go to work and actually sort of really, put my heart and soul into something compared with how I used to be, that is something I will never, ever forget or take for granted. And I'm so fortunate to be able to do that. And that's where this brings us back round to the full circle of 60,000 subscribers, because none of that would be possible without all of you. Now, I have a fair few friends of mine that know what I do, and they constantly telling me that I should be more proud and, sort of blow my own trumpet about what we've achieved here from a business perspective, from, YouTube content creation perspective, social media. And I don't really like to do that a great deal, because I feel like the real credit needs to be given to those people who make my business actually what it is, and that's you wonderful people. Whether you're subscribed or not, quite frankly, subscriber numbers are a really weird metric here on YouTube. They don't necessarily have the greatest weighting for how successful your channel might be. View numbers are really important, but just interactions. And even if you've got 100,000 or 1 million subscribers, if you've got a core audience that enjoys what you've got to say and that watches what you've got to say, that's the most important thing. And you don't need to have millions and millions of views. You don't need to have, 20,000, 100,000, 60,000, here's the number for today, to really enjoy what you do. And I've seen a lot of new content creators coming up over the last couple of years, and a huge growth in the UK content creator market. There was quite, not a dearth of them, but there was, a huge sort of lacking compared with the US. And now I'd say the UK content creation community is stronger than it's ever been, and it's great to see it. It's incredible to see it, and it's just wonderful. So I can't say thank you enough to all those people who've watched, especially those people who have got in touch personally. So content creators and customers, to be honest, who've just emailed to say thank you and congratulations for 60,000 subs. It's incredible. But it's the content creators that constantly look out for you and come back and say well done and ask how you are on any given day. It's just incredible, and that's something that will never change from my perspective. I will always try and look after other content creators as best as I can. So thank you to everybody out there in the world for watching, listening, and putting up with my inane ramblings and crazy moments as well. I'll just give you all a little sneak peek at the Geiger again. Have no regrets in life. There are some people who are very salty about the fact that I've done this to this bar, but to be honest, I really could not care a great deal less for what other people think of my decision to cut that bar up, because I do what I do for a living, and I'm very proud of what I do for a living. And to make pieces like this Tetris set or this heart, which has come out bloody nice, let me tell you, is just very humbling. Now, for those in the Cool Kids Club, this heart is going to be listed up on our website. It is currently, as yet, unstamped and unclaimed. And actually, I don't know how much it weighs just yet. So let's quickly weigh it and find out. And then I will be putting a listing up on our website. And if you would like to buy it, then you can. So it's 183 grams. 183 divided by 31.10 is 5.88 ounces troy. So we'll put that up on our website, and if it speaks to you, because it's a beauty for sure, absolutely love it. If it speaks to you, then you can buy it, and that is going to be on our website. So thank you very much to all the Cool Kids Club members. You guys absolutely are amazing and rock, and we'll see you on the next video. As I said, if you're not subscribed already and you want to find out more about our giveaway that's coming up, hit that subscribe button, because it will be coming soon. And we are going to be giving away some bits from the Germania Mint as well. They've got in touch to say congratulations. And whilst I don't think it will be one of these, they're sending me a care package to give away in our giveaway video. So when that arrives, we'll do an announcement, and that will go. That's it. Oh, one other thing for the super extra special cool kids who might well be on the Silver Forum. We're doing a flash auction today on this. So this is a cool little 65 gram silver panda medal. And if you have been a channel subscriber for a very long time, you'll know I did a video back on 2017 on this. And it's just been sat in a drawer for the last 6 years. So I thought I'll put it up on a Silver Forum auction. So there'll be a link in the description to that. If you're in the super extra special Cool Kids Club and you're on the forum, worth going and checking out. Anyway, that's it from me. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Changing my life in any small way that you guys have means the world to me. And thank you. We'll see you on the next video. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.